20 mind-blowing facts about Liechtenstein, the richest tiny country. Want to hear about a country so small, you could drive across it in less time than it takes to grab a cup of coffee, yet it's richer than many nations twice its size? Sounds a bit crazy, right? Well, meet Liechtenstein, Europe's best-kept secret. This little country, tucked away between Switzerland and Austria, manages to be one of the wealthiest places on the planet. Liechtenstein might be small enough for you to walk across in no time, but it's packed with surprises that will leave you in awe. From stunning landscapes and rich history to a political system that's truly one of a kind, this little country punches way above its weight. And here's the real kicker. It is the only country on Earth with no standing army. Trust me, you won't believe what comes next. Thanks to its status as a tax haven and its skilled workforce, Liechtenstein has successfully built a stable and prosperous economy that makes the most of its resources. Yet somehow it manages to stay incredibly safe, secure, and influential. This small nation has one of the highest GDP per capita in the world, making it one of the richest places on Earth. In fact, it hasn't had one since 1868. Back then, the country decided to disband its military due to the high cost and the realization that its small size made it nearly impossible to defend itself. Instead, Liechtenstein has relied on its neighbor, Switzerland, for defense. The two countries have a long-standing agreement where Switzerland provides military protection in case of any threats, making this tiny nation feel secure without the need for an army of its own. Despite being only about 62 square miles in size, smaller than many cities, Liechtenstein's economy punches far above its weight. They don't carry the pressure of going to war, just the weight of tradition. It's a fascinating twist on the typical role of a military force, isn't it? The country focuses on diplomacy, economic stability, and maintaining strong ties with Switzerland and other nations, rather than military power. A large part of its wealth comes from its thriving financial sector. It's a unique approach to safety that seems to be working wonders for Liechtenstein. While the country has no standing military, the Prince of Liechtenstein does maintain a small ceremonial group of guards. These guards don't serve in any combat situations, but they play a key role in ceremonial functions and public events. Their primary responsibility is to protect the royal family and participate in state occasions, such as official events and celebrations. The guards, dressed in traditional uniforms, add an element of history and tradition to Liechtenstein's political landscape, symbolizing the enduring presence of the monarchy in this modern nation. The country has become a hub for banking and finance, offering secure and private banking services that attract businesses and individuals from around the world. Its tax laws, which offer favorable conditions for corporations and investors, have made it an appealing destination for multinational companies. Seriously, it's one of those places that makes you question everything you thought you knew about wealth, power, and how small countries work their magic. Did you know that Liechtenstein is one of the few countries in the world where the monarch, the prince, holds significant power and influence? But despite its royal presence, this country is much more than castles and old-world charm. Liechtenstein is an economic powerhouse, boasting a GDP per capita that rivals the richest countries. All this comes from a country that's barely bigger than your average town. Now, don't be fooled by its size. This isn't your typical small country. So, let us take a deeper look into Liechtenstein and uncover 20 mind-blowing facts about this incredible place that might just change how you see the world. Fact 1. The richest tiny country on Earth. Liechtenstein may be tiny, but when it comes to wealth, it's a giant. But it's not just about banking. Liechtenstein's economy is diverse, with industries like manufacturing, technology, and tourism also contributing to its wealth. Can you imagine your country being so rich despite being smaller than a city? What would you do with all that wealth? Fact 2. No army, yet super safe. Here's one you won't believe. Liechtenstein is one of the few countries on Earth with no standing army. The decision to remain army-free also reflects Liechtenstein's peaceful and neutral stance in global affairs. Could you ever imagine a country without an army? How do you think that would work in your nation? Fact 3. The prince's private army, guards or friends. Liechtenstein may not have an army, but it does have a royal guard. What makes it even more interesting is how these guards are often seen not just as protectors, but also as figures of cultural significance, representing Liechtenstein's royal heritage. What would it be like to have a royal army without the pressure of going to war? Fact 4. A tiny capital with big charm. Liechtenstein's capital, Vaduz, is tiny but packs a punch. Though it may be small, Vaduz is full of charm, blending modern buildings with rich history. As you stroll through the streets, you'll feel like you stepped into another time one where royal castles sit atop hills. It's a reminder that sometimes great things come in small, fascinating packages. And medieval architecture is only steps away from sleek, modern art galleries. Vaduz is home to just over 5,000 residents, but don't let its size fool you. It serves as the political and cultural heart of the country, hosting the prince's residence, museums, and important government buildings. For many Liechtensteiners, this small population is one of the country's greatest treasures. The town is incredibly walkable, so exploring its unique mixture of old and new feels intimate and personal. Imagine waking up every day to the sight of the mountains and the lush countryside, all while living in a building that's hundreds of years old. It's like being in the middle of a real-life fairy tale. The country's stamps are not only prized for their rarity, but also for their rich history. Liechtenstein has been issuing its own stamps since 1912, and they quickly gained fame for their intricate designs and high quality. Today, some of these stamps are considered among the most valuable collectibles in the world, with certain rare editions fetching millions of dollars at auction. Despite its size, Vaduz leaves a lasting impression on anyone who visits. Could you imagine such a small capital holding all the history and politics of a nation? Fact 5. A country of only 38,000 people, with its strong banking laws and commitment to privacy. Liechtenstein's financial sector has earned the trust of people and businesses around the globe. These stamps have become symbols of national pride and are highly sought after by collectors worldwide. This tiny country has established itself as a global financial hub, thanks to its well-regulated banking system and favorable tax laws. These two nations share an incredibly close relationship, both politically and economically. The countries also have close cultural and social connections. Many Liechtensteiners speak Swiss German, and their customs and traditions are heavily influenced by Switzerland. Despite Liechtenstein's small size, it benefits greatly from its neighbors' stability and influence. Liechtenstein doesn't have its own army, and it relies on Switzerland for defense, which creates a unique partnership between the two. They also share a common currency, the Swiss franc, making financial transactions seamless between the two countries. Over the years, Liechtenstein has become known as a tax haven, attracting wealthy individuals and corporations looking for a safe place to store their assets with minimal taxation. The country's banking laws emphasize privacy and security, which is why it has built such a strong reputation in the financial world. For Liechtenstein, its relationship with Switzerland is like having a dependable, supportive neighbor who's always there when needed. It's hard to believe something so small can be so valuable, but in Liechtenstein, these little pieces of history have become treasures. Liechtenstein has a population of less than 40,000 people less than most medium-sized towns around the world. With a population so small, you might expect a quiet, laid-back life, and you'd be right. The country has also developed a highly sophisticated financial sector, offering services like wealth management, investment, and asset protection. This thriving industry has helped propel the country's economy to new heights, making it one of the wealthiest nations in the world, despite its small size. But what is most striking is how this tiny population influences the country's national identity and culture. There's a strong sense of community in Liechtenstein, with everyone knowing each other in a way that's rare in larger countries. This small population also affects the country's politics, making it easier for citizens to have a direct impact on government decisions. It's not uncommon for Liechtensteiners to feel deeply connected to their country and its leaders. which is something you don't see in bigger nations. How would you feel living in a country with so few people? Is it a tight-knit community or just too quiet? Fact 6. The land of fairytale castles. Liechtenstein is home to some of the most beautiful fairytale castles you'll ever see. Nestled among the country's breathtaking alpine landscape, these castles look like they've stepped right out of a storybook. The most famous is Schloss Vaduz, the official residence of the Prince of Liechtenstein. This stunning medieval castle sits on a hill overlooking the capital, Vaduz, offering incredible views of the surrounding valleys and mountains. The architecture of these castles is a mix of old-world charm and imposing elegance, making them a must-see for any visitor. Who wouldn't want to live in a castle? Do you think you get bored of the view? Fact 7. The world's oldest stamp collection. Liechtenstein is home to one of the most valuable stamp collections in the world. The country's stamp collection is a fascinating reflection of its history, culture, and dedication to art. Do you collect anything? Imagine owning a stamp worth millions. Fact 8. An economy built on banking, while it may be small. Liechtenstein's banking system is one of the most powerful and secure in the world. Liechtenstein's banking success isn't just about attracting wealth, though. Would you trust a small country with your savings? Why or why not? Fact 9. Liechtenstein and Switzerland, best friends forever, while they're neighbors. Liechtenstein and Switzerland are more like best friends than countries with borders. The bond between Liechtenstein and Switzerland goes beyond just military and economic ties. Imagine having a best friend who's also your next-door neighbor. How does that sound to you? Fact 10. The 200-year-old monarchy. Liechtenstein is one of the few countries in the world with a monarchy that's been in power for over 2 centuries. The House of Liechtenstein has ruled the country since 1719, making it one of the longest-reigning monarchies in Europe. In Liechtenstein, this continuity provides stability and a sense of pride, making the monarchy an essential part of the country's identity. The current prince, Prince Hans Adam II, comes from a long line of rulers who have shaped the nation's history and culture. While the country is a constitutional monarchy, it combines elements of direct democracy that allow its citizens to have a direct say in important national decisions. In fact, Liechtenstein has one of the most unique political systems in the world. The prince shares power with elected officials, and the people have the ability to propose changes to the constitution through referendums. This system allows citizens to influence laws and policies in a way that's quite rare, even in democratic countries. For many visitors, the Vaduz Art Museum is a pleasant surprise and a reminder that big cultural experiences can come in small packages. While the prince's role is mostly ceremonial today, the family still holds significant influence over the country's politics and economy. While the official language of Liechtenstein is Standard German, the locals speak a special variety of German called Lechbergisch, or the Liechtenstein dialect, which is distinct and unique. This local dialect has been influenced by centuries of Germanic, Swiss, and even Austrian roots, creating a language that sets Liechtenstein apart from its neighbors. It's a language that's almost like a secret code, with words and phrases that might leave outsiders scratching their heads. The monarchy's enduring legacy has made the prince not just a figurehead, but a symbol of national unity and tradition in this small yet prosperous nation. For many visitors, hearing the Liechtenstein dialect is a fascinating and personal experience, offering a deeper connection to the culture and traditions of this tiny country. Could you imagine a country where the same family has ruled for generations? What would that feel like? Thanks to its strong relationship with neighboring Switzerland, Liechtenstein has access to the European single market through the European Economic Area Agreement. This allows the country to participate in many EU programs and trade agreements without being a full member. It's a clever way for Liechtenstein to enjoy the perks of EU membership, like free trade, without being bound by the responsibilities that come with it, such as having to follow certain regulations or contribute to the EU's budget. Fact 11. A political system you've never seen before. Liechtenstein has mastered the art of benefiting from global connections while maintaining its Independence, a model that many other small countries envy. Located in the capital, Vaduz, this museum is a stunning blend of contemporary art and cutting-edge architecture. Nestled in the Alps, this tiny country offers some of the best outdoor experiences in Europe. With its mix of beautiful scenery and thrilling activities, Liechtenstein is a perfect destination for anyone looking to escape into nature. Whether you love skiing, hiking, or mountain biking, Liechtenstein has something for everyone. The winter months turn the country into a snowy paradise, attracting skiers and snowboarders who enjoy the peaceful and scenic slopes. In the warmer months, the mountains transform into a hiker's haven, with trails offering stunning views of valleys and alpine meadows. The country's landscapes are a natural playground for anyone who loves outdoor activities, making it a hidden gem for adventure enthusiasts. Despite Liechtenstein's small size, the museum houses a remarkable collection of modern works by some of the most influential artists of the 20th and 21st centuries. The sleek design of the building itself is a piece of art, and inside, you'll find everything from abstract paintings to innovative sculptures. What makes this museum so special is how it perfectly combines the country's rich history with its modern identity. It stands as a testament to Liechtenstein's commitment to culture and creativity, making it an essential stop for art lovers visiting the country. Liechtenstein's political system is unlike any you've probably seen before. What if your vote actually mattered in ways you didn't expect? How would you use your power? In Liechtenstein, the people have real influence, making their democracy one of the most engaging and participatory in the world. It's a political system where every voice can truly make a difference. Fact 12. The famous Vaduz Art Museum. The Vaduz Art Museum is a modern marvel in the heart of this tiny country. Would you expect to find a world-class art museum in a country this small? What kind of art would you want to see? Fact 13. Liechtenstein's unique language. Liechtenstein speaks German, but with a twist. It's the only place where the dialect is almost unintelligible to other German speakers. Could you imagine speaking a language only a few people in the world understand? Would you learn it? Fact 14. A place of adventure and outdoor sports. Liechtenstein isn't just about wealth and history. It's a hotspot for adventure and outdoor sports. Who wouldn't want to ski through a country that feels like a hidden gem? Is it on your bucket list? Fact 15. Liechtenstein and the European Union. Liechtenstein isn't a member of the European Union, but it still enjoys the benefits of being close to it. Would you want your country to have the perks of a big union, but none of the responsibilities? Fact 16. A country with no military but a strong identity. Despite having no army, Liechtenstein boasts one of the most secure and stable identities in Europe. The country's small size and lack of military forces might seem like a vulnerability, but it has never affected its standing or pride on the international stage. Instead of relying on military power, Liechtenstein focuses on diplomacy, neutrality, and strong economic ties with Switzerland and other countries. Despite its small size, the country is home to some of the world's most prestigious luxury brands, especially in the fields of watchmaking and fine craftsmanship. The country's rich heritage in design and precision has made it a sought-after destination for those looking for top-tier luxury products. Many of the world's most renowned watchmakers and luxury goods manufacturers have their roots in Liechtenstein, taking advantage of its business-friendly environment and reputation for quality. The nation's stability and security come from its unique approach emphasizing peaceful relations, economic strength, and international cooperation. What would you buy? In Liechtenstein, even a small country can offer a taste of the high life, where exquisite craftsmanship and quality products are available right around the corner. Liechtenstein shows that even a small country can achieve big success when it comes to education. Could you imagine feeling secure without an army? Does it sound strange, or is it a model for peace? The country is especially known for its achievements in winter sports, particularly skiing. Liechtenstein proves that size doesn't matter when it comes to success in sports. It is all about passion, dedication, and the drive to compete at the highest level. Despite having a population of only 38,000, Liechtenstein has produced some of the best skiers in the world, with athletes who have competed in the Winter Olympics and other prestigious events. The country's mountainous terrain provides the perfect backdrop for skiing and other winter sports, and it has become a regular competitor in international winter sports competitions. Despite its size, this tiny country has built a highly successful education system that consistently produces outstanding results. The country places a strong emphasis on academic achievement, ensuring that students receive a well-rounded education that includes rigorous academics, vocational training, and personal development. The high standards set by Liechtenstein schools contribute to its high literacy rates and successful graduates, many of whom go on to study at top universities across Europe and beyond. Liechtenstein shows that military might isn't the only path to safety. Its strong identity is built on values of peace, diplomacy, and a thriving economy, proving that even the smallest countries can stand tall in the global community. Fact 17. Liechtenstein's luxury industry. Liechtenstein isn't just about banking. It's also a haven for high-end luxury goods. Could you see yourself shopping for a luxury watch in a country this tiny? Fact 18. Liechtenstein and its unique education system. Liechtenstein's education system is one of the best-kept secrets in Europe. The nation's education system is also unique because it offers both public and private schooling options, giving parents a variety of choices while maintaining high standards across the board. Do you think your country's education system could learn something from this tiny nation? Fact 19. Small country, big sports achievements. Liechtenstein may be small, but it punches way above its weight in sports. What's the smallest country you know that's excelled in sports? Fact 20. The future of Liechtenstein. Beyond the tiny borders, Liechtenstein is facing the future with a clear vision, and it's more than just wealth and beauty. While the country has built its reputation on financial stability and breathtaking landscapes, it is also placing a strong emphasis on innovation, sustainability, and global leadership. With its forward-thinking approach, it's showing that even the tiniest countries can lead the way in innovation and progress. With its blend of tradition and forward-thinking policies, Liechtenstein is creating a path for the future that's as bright as its past. Liechtenstein is investing in green technologies, clean energy, and digital innovation to ensure that it remains competitive on the global stage. You won't believe what's coming next. Get ready. The country is committed to maintaining its prosperity while embracing future challenges, like climate change and technological advancements. And here's the shocking part. Liechtenstein is a major player in the global financial system. Even though it doesn't have its own army, doesn't belong to the European Union, and has a population of just 38,000 people. Here's where it gets even more surprising. Liechtenstein has become one of the richest countries in the world, despite having no natural resources, no military forces, and no huge population to rely on. Liechtenstein proves that size doesn't define power, success, or influence. It's a perfect example of how smart decisions, peace-focused diplomacy, and innovation can create massive success. Its economy thrives on banking, finance, and a deep commitment to innovation and sustainability. It's a story of unexpected success, showing the world that even the smallest nations can dream big and achieve the impossible. What will the future hold for this incredible country? How a country that's smaller than many cities can still wield such a massive influence on the global stage, all while maintaining a peaceful, prosperous, and forward-thinking society. Only time will tell, but for now, Liechtenstein is proving that greatness doesn't depend on size. It is all about smart choices and determination. We'd love to hear which one took you by surprise, or made you rethink what you thought you knew about this tiny country. It is one of the few countries where wealth doesn't come from vast land or resources. There's so much more to explore in this world. And who knows? Maybe your next adventure will take you to this incredible, tiny country. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and remember, sometimes the smallest places hold the biggest surprises. Think about Liechtenstein, a tiny country with a vision so big, it's setting a global example. But from a focus on business international partnerships, and an unwavering commitment to maintaining the highest standards of privacy and security in banking. Yes, you heard that right. From its incredible wealth despite its tiny size, to its unique position as a country with no army, Liechtenstein truly defies all expectations. We've well learned that this small nation is home to one of the most secure financial systems in the world, has a monarchy that's over 200 years old, and boasts breathtaking castles that look like they're straight out of a fairy tale. We discovered how Liechtenstein's education system ranks among the best in Europe, how its people thrive with a unique language and culture, and how it punches well above its weight in sports like skiing. Not to mention its close relationship with Switzerland, and its commitment to innovation and sustainability for the future. By fostering a strong economy focused on sustainability and tech, Liechtenstein is setting an example for other small nations around the world. It stays ahead of the curve by embracing new technologies, investing in green energy, and developing policies that make it one of the most future-ready countries in the world. While most larger countries are still scrambling to figure out how to balance progress with sustainability, Liechtenstein is already setting the pace. What would you want the future of a tiny country to look like? Could Liechtenstein show the world how to thrive? A tiny, landlocked country, smaller than most cities, holds incredible power and influence thanks to its smart policies, stable economy, and strategic relationships. The fact that Liechtenstein has positioned itself as a financial powerhouse, attracting billion-dollar industries and wealth from all corners of the globe is mind-blowing. Now, here's the one fact that will truly blow your mind. Ready? Let's get into it. This one's a true game changer. Liechtenstein, despite being one of the smallest and most peaceful countries in the world, has managed to build an incredibly strong and influential presence on the global stage. Now, let that sink in for a second. But that's not all. Can you believe this tiny country manages to pull this off? It's not what you'd expect, is it? What's even more incredible is that, despite being a small country with a small population, Liechtenstein has continuously adapted to modern challenges. So, the next time you think about small countries, don't just picture quiet towns or limited resources. Would you have guessed this little country could pull all of this off? Wow, what a journey through the fascinating world of Liechtenstein. But the most jaw-dropping fact? Which fact surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends.